So we are starting commodity market. In forward contract, there is an agreement between the two parties. The two parties in the picture can be first party is farmer. He is a seller of the contract. He is selling wheat at 3,000. He is going to sell in future at rupees 3,000 after 1 month. He will sell a particular quantity at the agreed price of 3,000 to a merchant. And merchant is ready to buy the same quantity of wheat from farmer at 3,000. So this is a mutual agreement between the farmer and the merchant. Both have agreed at a particular price, and the transaction will happen in the future. So what is a forward contract? The quantity is decided between the farmer and the merchant. Price is decided at which uh, the transaction will happen in the future date. Suppose the agreement was of 3,000, but after 1 month the price goes to 4,000. The spot price in the market is 4,000. The agreement was of rupees 3,000 between the merchant and the farmer. Now tell me, if farmer is getting 4,000 from the actual market, from the spot market, he can sell the same quantity of wheat in the market and he can get 4,000. Will he sell at 3,000 to merchant? Tell me in the chat box whether farmer will sell in the spot market at 4,000 or farmer will sell at 3,000 in the forward market. Which market farmer will sell? You can write in the chat box. If he is selling in the forward market, you can write F. If he is selling in the spot market, you can write S. So on the agreement date, on the future date after 1 month, farmer will disappear suddenly and he will sell his quantity of wheat after 1 month at 4,000 rupees. He want to make a profit, so he will disappear from the agreement. He will stop selling in the forward market and he will sell in the spot market. Suppose after 1 month, the price becomes 1,000. The quantity of wheat is same. Now the price is 1,000. Who will disappear? Who will disappear? After the price is 1,000, whether farmer will disappear or merchant will disappear? Tell me in the chat box. So merchant will disappear. He will sell his quantity, he will buy the quantity of wheat from the spot market at 1,000 at a cheaper rate compared to the forward deal, which was agreed at 3,000. So he will not buy at 3,000. He will go in the market and purchase at 3,000, 1,000. It is a OTC traded. What is OTC? Over the counter. Over the counter means this security they will buy and sell mutually on telephone, and this is done normally through telephone. Whether it is safe market, OTC market is not safe because there are many defaults from the counterparty. Sometimes buyer is defaulting, sometimes seller is defaulting. So OTC market in which commodities are bought and sold on a mutually agreed price. This is a customized contract in which you decide the quantity on your own. There is no supervision of exchange or middlemen. There is no middleman involved in the OTC. And there is no guarantee of exchange of delivery against the money. So OTC trading is exposed to various risks. The possibility that other party will default before the contract expiry. There is a lack of transparency. There is a lack of transparency, and anytime the farmer and the merchant will disappear when the price is unfavorable for them. When price is unfavorable for them, they will go and sell in the spot market, or they will go and buy from the spot market. So this is OTC market on which the trading is done directly between the two parties without the supervision of an exchange. Now, second part is future contract. What is a future contract? It is a standardized contract between two parties. They commit to buy and sell a specified quantity of specified date at an agreed price on a given future date through an exchange. Now, same example, farmer is selling same quantity of wheat at 3,000 to a merchant, but this is happening on an exchange. Earlier, it was a mutually decided contract. Now it is done through an exchange. So when you get it, when you book your contract of future on a commodity market, it is a guaranteed contract by the exchange. Exchange will guarantee the selling that you can sell on the same quantity at 3,000. So there is no counterparty risk between the buyer and the seller. And in future contracts, both the parties will pay some margin to the exchange. And there is a guarantee that the contract will be executed. There will be no default in the future contract. Suppose the same future contract in which you are not buying a future now, you are buying an option. When farmer is buying a option to sell, that means he is a put buyer. He wants to sell. He has a right to sell at 3,000, but no obligation to sell at 3,000. Okay. When you enter into a call option or put option, you get a right to buy and right to sell respectively. Option gives you freedom. Option gives you freedom to sell in the future on the option market. So farmer has a right to sell at 3,000, but tomorrow, if the price after 1 month in the spot market is 4,000, he will sell in the spot market rather than selling on the option market. So when you enter into an option, you get a right to sell. The farmer has a right to sell, but no obligation to sell at 3,000. He can sell at 4,000 in the spot market. If he enters into the option and not future, then again he is getting a freedom. Option means you are getting a freedom to sell at 3,000. Buyer, he is the call option or put option buyer. Put option buyer gets a right to sell at 3,000. This is the strike price at which he is ready to sell to merchant. He will pay some premium, but if we ignore the premium and if we see the profit, if we will sell at 3,000 and if tomorrow after 1 month the price, the spot price is 1,000, so he has a right to sell at 3,000. He got a profit from the deal by selling at 3,000 on the exchange. He has a right to sell at 3,000. He will exercise the put option and he will sell it at the amount of 3,000. Because in spot market only he will get 1,000 after 1 month. So he will make a profit of 2,000. Profit will be 3,000 minus 1,000, that is 2,000, ignoring the premium paid. So farmer is buying a put option. He is getting a freedom to sell in the forward market or spot market, whichever is favorable, whichever is having a favorable situation, he will sell it there. If he is getting profit from spot market, he will sell at 4,000. If he is getting profit from the deal, he will sell in the deal. He will make profit in both the situations. So put buyer, put is an option, call is an option. Put buyer has a right to sell and call buyer has a right to buy. This we will go in detail in the few next lectures. Type of derivative contract depends on its underlying asset. The derivative market, the pricing of derivative market is dependent upon the price of their spot prices of the commodities. If we are trading in cotton, then the spot price of cotton is the base on which we will add the interest rate, we will add the holding cost, storage cost of cotton in the warehouse, then we will determine the future price. So the future price is derived from the price of cotton which is available on the spot market. Spot market price is important. It is a base for calculating the future price. We add the interest, we add storage cost, and we determine the future price. So all the commodities like gold, cotton, metals, they require the storage cost. They require storage, proper warehouses. So the storage cost is added as well as the interest cost because your money is locked and you are missing the opportunity to earn a profit on that amount. So that interest cost is added because you have locked your money in a commodity and you are missing an opportunity to earn a profit on that. So adding the interest cost and adding the storage cost in the spot prices, you will find always the future prices higher of cotton future contract, of corn future contract, of wheat contract, of gold future contract is always higher than the spot price. Why the future price is higher than the spot price? Because of warehouse cost, rent of the warehouse, which we are paying for the commodity storage. So this is a situation when you say that I'm using one jargon, contango. Contango means when the price of any commodity in future market is higher than the spot market, it is called as contango. Contango. The underlying asset can be a debt instrument, share index, or currency. Nowadays, there are currency derivatives available to mitigate the risk of changes in foreign exchange rates. Every day, there is a change in the forex rate, and that rate affects our balance sheet, and that rate affects our profit and loss statement. To mitigate the risk of foreign exchange risk, we are taking a position, taking a long and short position in the currency derivatives. Similarly, in the bond market, we have options, we have a future contracts and options. Similarly, in the index also, we have options and futures available. So we derive the value. What is trading in futures and options? As you can see the picture of bull is in the green color and bear is in the red color. The prices on the market watch will show the red color. The prices will reflect the red color, that means it is decreasing. The prices will show the green color, that will show that prices are increasing from the previous price. When you deal in commodities, you need to open the trading account with a broker. You can compare the different brokers. There are some discount brokers available like Upstocks, Zerodha, Grow, and there are full service brokers like Angel Broking and few full service brokers like Infoline. You can open an account by comparing a broker who is charging less charges. You can open account with them by giving your ID and address proof. They will verify your account. They will verify and they will open your trading account with them. Then you can place the order on the commodity market. You can buy a buy order. That means you will take a long position by giving a small amount of margin in the account. Even you can sell the position by giving a margin in the account. What is a margin? Margin is the value of the amount of deposit to be made initially during the buy and sell. So initial deposit is called as margin.
मैम दोनों ब्रोकर में डिफरेंस क्या है?
जो एंजल ब्रोकिंग है वो फुल सर्विस देते हैं और आपको उसमें थोड़ा लेवरेज ज्यादा मिलता है. मतलब आप मार्जिन अकाउंट में अगर आप मार्जिन ट्रेडिंग करते हैं तो अगर आपसे सिर्फ 10% लिया जाता है, 90% ब्रोकर उसमें मार्जिन देता है. मतलब you have 10,000 in your account and you can take a position in intraday about 1 lakh. You can take a intraday position, you can buy a stock of rupees 1 lakh and you have only invested 10,000 in the purchase. So he gives you a leverage in intraday. Angel broking is giving more services like tips. उसमें वो बहुत सारे tips देते हैं. Zerodha will also give you tips, but उसमें चार्जेस ब्रोकरेज की भी कम है, जीरोधा के चार्जेस काफी कम है, एंजल ब्रोकिंग के ज्यादा है. So those people who want full service, they can select the broker accordingly. And
डिस्काउंट ब्रोकर टिप्स नहीं देता है ना?
वो लोग देते हैं लेकिन मतलब इतना सर्विस नहीं होता है, ज्यादा सर्विस नहीं होता है, वो आपको सब लॉगिन आईडी से सब खुद करना पड़ता है. Segments of market: future market, derivative market, and options. So derivative have two categories, future and options. In options, you have call and put. Futures, they work on the basis of initial margin. To book the future, the down payment you need to pay is called as initial margin. It is decided by the exchange and is usually 5 to 15% of total contract value. After this, we need to maintain mark-to-market margin. M2M need to be paid by the party whose future position have taken sufficient losses. When you are making loss in the future contract, the broker will call you and he will ask you to deposit additional amount in your account because it is not sufficient to continue. It is not sufficient to continue the same trading on the next day. So at the end of the session, they will call you and they will tell you that your account is showing a loss. You have to add some amount in your account so that you can cover up the loss. So on the daily settlement basis, when the commodity prices are increasing and you have taken a buy position initially, if you have bought a commodity and the prices are increasing, the margin account will be credited with the profits. And if unfortunately you have taken a buy position and from that point the commodity prices start falling, what will happen? Your margin account, your whatever amount you have deposited, that amount will be debited. The loss which you are making on the next day, that amount will be debited from the account. So how the margin account is settled on daily basis, that is shown in your account. On daily basis, the margin account will be adjusted. Either you will get a credit if you are making a profit, you will make a loss, and the amount will be debited from your account. So in futures, it is risky because you have to deposit the additional margin after you get a call from the broker. What is the concept of option? By paying a token amount, not the full amount, you can reserve a service to be delivered on a future date at an agreed price. When that day arrives, you have an option whether or not to avail that benefits or service or item that you pre-booked previously. If you want to avail, you pay the agreed price and avail the product or service. If you do not want to avail, you forego, lose your token or registration amount. In options, we are paying a token amount, that is premium. During the registration, you have to pay the premium. Both the parties, buyer will pay the premium, seller will receive the premium. In option seller receives the premium, option buyer pays the premium. फ्यूचर्स में हमने देखा था दोनों पार्टीज को पे करना पड़ता है मार्जिन, बायर को भी सेलर को भी फ्यूचर्स में मार्जिन पे करना पड़ता है, लेकिन ऑप्शंस में प्रीमियम एक पार्टी को पे करना है, दूसरी पार्टी को मिलता है प्रीमियम. Okay. Second party will receive the premium, that is seller will receive the premium, buyer will pay the premium. If you don't execute the contract, you have a right to sell or right to buy. If you do not execute the contract on the date, then you will miss your premium amount. The premium amount you have to forego. You will lose the premium amount if you don't execute the contract on the date. Only loss you will make is premium, not more than that. The buyer of the contract will have a limited loss and unlimited profits. Always remember, buyer is having a good position. He can make unlimited profit, but the loss is limited to premium. Tomorrow I will explain you seller. Okay. So remember today's sentence is, what is the takeaway from this lecture? The buyer of the option is having a limited loss and unlimited profit. Tomorrow I will tell you seller is having an unlimited loss and limited profit. Now you will tell me, madam, हम seller बनना ही नहीं चाहते, हम सब buyer बनना चाहते. Is it possible? Many a times people sell the option. They get unlimited loss. They have a limited profit up to premium. But in this option market, who will win? In majority cases, seller wins. They make a limited profit and they have unlimited losses. But still, they are getting profit, not losses. So 95% option sellers are the winners in the market.